Who is your customer? If you don't know your customer, how will you sell to them? Many businesses fail today not because they are selling bad products, but because they don't know exactly who they are selling to. One of my friends recommended me to someone that just want to start a business. And when I spoke with the lady, I understand that this lady doesn't even know her customer. In this video, I'm going to break down the conversation step by step. And as we are going through that, I will also talk about what knowing your customer truly means, the signs that you don't know your own, how to identify your real customer, a simple customer breakdown, the benefit of getting this right, and how you can research your customer for free. Stay with me because when you understand this, your marketing, your ads, your sales will never be the same. The lady texted me on WhatsApp using her WhatsApp business account to text me, and through that, I already check the profile on the WhatsApp on the account, and I see her Instagram page. So I go to her Instagram page and see the kind of post that is there, and then I see the kind of food that she's selling. So that make me come back to her, and she tell me that she want to create awareness for her business that she already start, she already learn it, she already start, but now she want to make it like official by January next year. And I'm like, okay, who are your customer? Like, who are your customer? Which kind of people are you targeting to sell to? And she answered me with, anybody can be my customer. That response alone already make me know that this person might not really know the actual customer that she wants to sell to. But okay, let me ask more questions, because as a marketer, I have to know about the business and about the I have to know about the owner of the business it's herself, to know what is their aim of running hers or doing the marketing. So then I ask question like, okay, which category of people are you targeting? Are you selling to rich people, middle class, or budget friendly that even the lower class can afford? And she answered that I don't really know what to say about that. And then I ask again, if you say anybody can be your customer, as far as I know in Nigeria, we have a lot of tribes with different type of food. Like Hausa people have their own food, Yoruba people have their own food, Igbo have their own food, and the rest like that. So I asked, are you targeting all tribes in Nigeria, and where exactly are you located in Nigeria for me to know? So she replied with, no, I'm not selling to all tribes in Nigeria. I'm only selling to Yoruba because I'm mainly selling to Yoruba people because I'm selling local food and intercontinental dishes. So, but mainly is local food. So I asked, which people do you think that eat local food? And she replied with, only Yoruba people eat local food. So that I said, now we are getting to who are your customer, or who is your customer really is. So then I ask again, which location are you located in Nigeria? She based in Osun State, which is Osogbo, Osun State. Then I ask, in that area, are you targeting people in your area, or are you targeting people from far to you that they will need delivery, or are you targeting any particular category, maybe student, civil servant, or then she said no, because she cannot sell in her area because her area is full of civil servant and they mainly cook at home, so they don't buy food outside. But she's still close to Uni Osun, which is University of Osogbo, that then she want to sell to the student. Then I ask her, have you researched on any of the competitor that the student might have access to buy the food from them? And do you think you can beat them? Then she said she doesn't have answer for that. She will just start on that and look for and research on the competitors. Then I ask again, what about the price range of the food you are selling, the price range, how much it will be with the delivery to the student at school? Then she mentioned that the list will be like 4,000, and I asked the delivery will be around, like he said, like 1,500 to 2,000. Then I asked, do you think the student doesn't have option that might be cheaper than that for them to say that they want to come and buy from you. She said she will still look into that. Then I ask again, what exactly do you think make you unique? Like, what exactly do you think that will make your food unique, that will make students want to even buy from you, that you think they cannot get from another food seller? And our response is that I am a professional chef. I'm a professional chef, and I learn from who I learn from the best. So that alone also make me feel like that is not enough, like to make it as a like the unique point of selling, that you are a professional chef, because I'm very sure there will be a lot of professional chef also that might be that are offering the same service to students in the school. So I conclude I conclude the whole conversation with her about like you are not ready to start the business yet. You have to do the research on all of that before you can say, okay, you want to go into the market of selling the food to the student. Because, and I let her know, I can just say, okay, let me just create maybe a post, or let me just create a design and post and collect money from her to run ads, and also collect my own charges, then to let her go. But as let's say, I'm not a marketer that just want to make money. I want to see the result of the market that I do. If I do a market for actually let's say, if I market a business and there's no result after the marketing, even if at all the problem is from them, maybe the problem is from them because they did not do the necessity, and it's something that I can correct before I run the house. I will not feel I will be feeling guilty. Actually, I say I will be feeling guilty that I know that this thing will not work. That's why some people come to me that they want to run ads, and when I look at the page that they want to run ads on, I already know that even if we will run the ads, the result they will get is just the views, maybe the views on their page, but there will not be any sales. So most people I tell them no. Although some people used to say, don't worry, just do it and I will do it for them. But I will let them know in the first place that if you run hard with this page like this, with this setup like this, you will not get the result at the end of the day. Most people are like that. They don't even know their customer. They don't know the competitor they have against their business that they want to do, and yet they still want you to run. They still want to spend money on marketing, run the hard. It's not about the product all the time. When you are offering a service, or when you are making a product to sell, it's not about the product. You have to, after you have already get the product, even before you get the product, you have to do. That's why they say marketing starts not after you have already have the product you want to sell. Marketing starts before you even create the product, and that is by researching your competitor and see the price range, everything about your competitor, like 3 or 4 competitors that you can the product you want to produce can have. Do you have any unique thing that will differentiate you from the rest? In this lady's case now, I let her understand that you can see that she only know how to cook the food, but she never know who she want to sell the food to, and also the competitor that even her business are. All the time you just don't think as a seller, you have to be thinking like a customer. If you can think like a customer, okay, let's say you have to say to yourself first, put yourself as a customer. Like, if I want to buy this thing, if I want to buy this product, what option do I have? Why should I choose this person? Why should I buy from this person? You also see some things that you buy recently. Why do you buy it? Which option do you have? What makes you to go and buy from this person? If you can answer all that, then you are good to go to make the product and to market and run ads for your business. Now, what does knowing your customer, what does it mean? Let's get something clear first. Some people think they know their customer because they post content, they have followers, people like their page. They think like that is their customer, that they know, they assume with that they have a lot of customers because they have a lot of followers. The mistake most businesses make is confusing these 3 things. which is customer, followers, and audience. They think followers equals to customer. That is why most people always say, I want more followers, I want to have 100,000 followers. But let's break it down. Followers are people who watch you. Audience are people who consume your content. They might not be following you, but they are consuming your content. They are seeing your content and they are consuming your content. And the customer are people who pay you. That's the customer. The customer are people who pay you. You can have 100,000 followers, 20,000 people watching your content, and only have maybe 100 customers. Many businesses are shocked when this happens, and they don't know why. The reason why like that is because they are talking to everyone but selling to none. Why everyone is my customer is a dangerous lie. If you ever say my product is for everyone, I already know you will struggle with your marketing, you will struggle with content creation, and you will struggle with the people that you are really targeting. Because when you are talking to everyone, your message become weak, your content become fake, and no one really feel like you are talking to them. Marketing is not about being popular. Marketing is about being specific. The more specific you are, the more powerful your message becomes. Customer avatar versus guessing. Now, this is where most people get it wrong. They guess their customer. They say things like, my customer is business owner, my customer is women, my customer is young people. That's not knowing your customer, that's guessing. A customer avatar is different. It means you can actually answer how old are they, what problem keep them awake at night, what scares them about buying, what product have they tried before that fail, or what make them not like it, and what results do they actually want, what result do your customer really want. If you can't answer all these questions, that means you don't know your customer yet, you are just guessing. Why this matters so much? Here's the truth that most people don't like. Most time people don't buy because your product is good. They buy because they feel understood. They feel like you really know what their problem is and your product can solve the problem. When people watch your content and they say, yeah, this person is talking about me, this person is talking about the problem that I have, that is when the trust starts, and that's when sales become easy. But you cannot do that if you don't know who you are talking to. Signs that you don't know your customer. You can't explain who buy your product. You can't explain who buy your product. If someone comes to meet you as a business owner and they say, who are your customer, who buy from you, and you are like, sometimes ladies, sometimes guys, sometimes adults, sometimes young people, it means you don't really know your customer. You have to know who exactly is your customer, who are the one that is patronizing you most. That's what make you know that this is actual my customer. This product I'm selling, this is the kind of set of people that need the product, and this is the set of people that are buying the product. The second thing is you run ads but you are getting wrong people. Let's imagine you are selling like a ladies product, but when you run ads, you are getting some. There's a case like that one lady come and meet me that she is a hairdresser, and when she run ad, instead of ladies to be messaging her that they want to make hair, just guys that are just messaging her. So that means you don't know your customer when you are, or you might know your customer, but when you are running hard, you don't know exactly who to target with your heart. That's why you are getting wrong people. You reduce price but nobody buys. You think maybe because maybe you are thinking like it's your price that is high, that is why you are not getting customer. But it's sometimes it might not be the price, it might be because you don't know your customer. That is why you think it's the price that is making them not to buy. But it might be in the actual reality, it's not about the price, it's for you just to know your real audience, your real customer, your potential customer, then do what to make them to buy from you. Another thing is you are confused when clients ask question. You are confused when clients ask question. Maybe let's say you are selling anything, you are selling any product, and the customer asks you a question about like how this was made, or how this was made, or what make this special from another product, or any kind of question that customer ask you. You do not have direct answer to their question. You do not have direct answer to their question. That show that you don't know your customer. And if you fail to know your customer, if you don't If you fail to know your customer, then your business is likely 80 or 90% that it will fail. So knowing your customer is not something to joke about as a business owner. You have to know your customer for you to sell to them. How to identify your real customer. Now, this is the most crucial part. If you miss this part, your marketing will always feel hard. But if you get this right, your content, your ads, your sale become clear. I will walk you through this step by step. Step one, define the real problem that your product solves. Step one is define the real problem that your product actually solves. Ask yourself, what problems or what difficulty my product actually solves? Not what you said, but what pain it removes. People don't buy product, they buy solution. For example, you are not selling social media marketing, you are selling more customer. You are not selling catering service, you are selling less stress for event. You are not selling online courses, you are selling clarity and boldness. If you can't clearly say, my product or service help people who are struggling with, then you are already confused. Step two, identify who has this problem the most. Not everyone has this problem, and not everyone feel it deeply. Your real customer are people who have already tried something to fix that problem that your product solve. They are tired of wasting time and money. That's your real customer. Ask yourself, who is suffering from this problem the most? Who is actively looking for a solution to the problem that your product solve? Who is already spending money on that problem trying to fix it? Then that's your target customer, not the crowd. Step three, get clear on age, gender, location, and income. Now we are getting to customer demographics. This is not guesswork. This is positioning. Ask, how old are they? Are they male or female? Where do they live? Can they afford your product? If your product costs 1,000 dirham, your customer cannot be someone struggling to buy food. Marketing fails when pricing and customer income doesn't match. If you are selling something that is higher than the income of your target customer, there is no way they can afford your product. Step four, understand their daily life and pain points. This is where good marketing becomes great. What does a normal day look like for them? What frustrates them? What stresses them out? What do they complain about? Pain points are emotional. Maybe they feel overworked, confused, embarrassed, left behind, or pressured. When your content talk about this feeling, people stop scrolling, they feel seen. Step five, know their buying motivation. Finally, why do they buy? People don't buy because they understand your product. They buy because they want relief, speed, status, growth, and safety. Ask what result do they want? What fear push them to act? What result excite them? Your job as a marketer is to connect their pain, your solution, their desired result. That's how conversion happens. If you do these five steps properly, you stop creating content blindly, you stop talking to wrong people, your marketing will start making sense. Now that you have understand how to identify your real customer, let's put everything into simple customer avatar. This is not theory. This is tool you can use before creating content, post, run ads, and creating offer. If you skip this, you always guessing. If you use this, selling becomes easier. Your customer avatar should answer this question. Name, give your customer a name. This make them feel real. Age, not young or old, be specific. Job or situation, what do they do? Employee, business owner, student, parent. Goals, what are they trying to achieve? Pain point, what problems frustrate them daily? Buying fears, why might they hesitate to buy? What they value: price, quality, speed, trust, status. Where they spend their time online: Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, YouTube, Google. If you can answer all eight, you know your customer more than if you can answer all eight, you know your customer better than most businesses. So, example one in the fashion business. You give it like name, Sarah, age 24 to 30, job, young, working professional, goals, look stylish, feel confident, post good photos online, pinpoint, clothes that don't fit well, low quality fabrics, limited trend options, buying fears, will it look like the picture? Is it worth the price? Values, style, quality, social proof. Where she spend time, Instagram, TikTok. Another example of a restaurant business. Name, James, age 30 to 45, job, busy worker, family man. Goals, good food, convenience, value for money. Pain point, no time to cook, bad service experiences. Buying fears, food quality, hygiene, late delivery. Values, taste, speed, cleanliness. Where you spend time, Google Maps, Instagram, WhatsApp. Another example is beauty business. Name, Amina, age 22 to 25, job, student or working woman. Goals, clear skin, confidence, self-care. Pain point, skin problems, fake products, bad beauty advice. Buying fears, skin damage, wasting money. Values, trust, refuse, resort. Where she spend time, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. This is why your customer avatar matters. When you know exactly who you are selling to, your content writes itself, your ad speaks clearly, your offer feels personal. You stop confusing, you start connecting. How knowing your customer help you sales more. Now let me show you why all of this actually matters. Knowing your customer is not branding talk, it's not theory. It directly affects how much you sell. When you know your customer, everything becomes easier. Let me break it down. First, better marketing messaging. When you know your customer, you stop using general statements like affordable and reliable, best in the market, we offer quality service. Nobody feels anything from that. But when you know your customer, your message sounding exactly like their thought. You speak about their exact problem, their exact frustration, their exact desire. And when someone hears their problem in your words, they feel like this person understands me. That's how trust is built and trust sells. Second, better pricing. Most pricing problems are customers' problems. When you don't know your customer, your price feels too high, people argue, people ask for discounts. But when your offer matches the right customer, price makes sense, objection reduced, sales feel smoother. The issue is rarely priced too high. The issue is price wrong for that customer. Right customer, right value equals easier sales. Third, better ads, higher conversion, less wasted money. Ads fail when they talk to everyone. When you know your customer, you know what headline stops them. You know what image relates to them. You know what promise they care about. Your ads become targeted, not noisy. That means lower ad spend, higher click through, better conversion. Stop burning money. You start attracting buyers. Fourth, better product creation. Most failed products doesn't mean the product is bad. It's just that the product is not needed in the market. When you know your customer, you build what they actually need, you remove what they don't care about, you focus on real results. Your product becomes a solution, not just something you are selling. This is how brands grow. Fifth, easier content ideas. No more what should I post. This is one of the biggest benefits. When you know your customer, content ideas never finish. You simply answer their question, their pains, their goals. Every pain point becomes a post, every objection becomes a video, every confusion becomes a content. You stop forcing content, you start serving content. How to research customer for free. A lot of people think customer research is very expensive. They think they need tools, they need to do survey, they need agency. But no, it's not. Some of the best customer research tools are free if you know where to look. Let me show you. The number one is Google search. Go to Google, type what your customer will search for. Example like best skincare for acne, why my hands are not working, best restaurants close to me, best restaurant near me. Anything that you think your customer will search for that relate to your product or your service. Pay attention to auto suggestion. When you are writing any keyword like that you think your customer will search for, pay attention to the auto suggestion that the Google is showing. That is the question people are asking for. Another one is people also ask. When you scroll down, you will see people also ask for. Pay attention to that also so that you can know what exactly your customer are looking for in the market. And also pay attention to related searches. You will see there related searches when you are searching for anything on Google. These are real questions from real people that have already been looking for the suggestion that the Google is bringing when you write the keyword that relate to your product. Another one is YouTube search. YouTube is a gold mine. Search the same way your customer thinks, then read the video title, the thumbnails, the comment. If people are watching 10-minute video on a particular topic, comment below shows the frustration, the fear, what they have tried before that is not working, what they have tried before that is not working. That's free market research. Another one is talk to your customer. That's the better data source. This one is simple, but most people don't do it. They don't see it as something important. But talk to your customer. Ask questions like what make you to buy, what nearly stop you from buying, and what problem are you trying to solve by purchasing this service. Customer will literally tell you how to sell to the next customer.
Another one is study your competitors. Your competitors already do their hard work. Study their website, their social media, their comments. Look at what people complain about, what people are talking about, and what people praised about them, what question they ask. That shows you the gaps, the opportunity, and what customer actually care about. You Facebook group and communities. Look at what people are talking about. Facebook groups are live communication. Don't say, just observe. Look at what people are talking about, the question they ask, the complaint they make. That's also a customer research for you. Check comments online. Never ignore your comment. Never ignore your comments. Check Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Check Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, blogs, or anything, any social media post that people are commenting on that relate to the product you are selling. Look at what people are asking there, the comment that they are making, the complaint they are talking about. Look at it and use it to create an ad or create a content that will solve that problem for them. Customer research is not hard. Most people don't just do it. They don't think it is that important. If you listen carefully, your customer will tell you how to sell, what to sell, and how to sell to the next customer.
Let's wrap this up. If you remember only one thing from this video, let it be this. Everything in business starts with knowing your customer, not your logo, not your ads, not your content. Your customer. Your customer. Your customer come first. When you are clear who you are selling to, your message becomes clear, your pricing makes sense, your ads perform better, your content become easier. Clarity removes confusion, and confusion kills sales. So today, not tomorrow, sit down and define your customer, write it out, be specific, stop guessing. Because the moment you know your customer, selling become easier. If this helped you, subscribe, like, comment, watch my other video on business and marketing growth. Thank you. See you in the next video.